So we'll be learning, we will be basically solving this case study that is based upon the call and put option. So the case study says Mr. X purchased a put option for 300 shares of a firm A. Okay, so Mr. X purchased a put option. Now put option is basically related to what? It is related to the right to sell. Put option is related to what? As we have already covered, put option is related to right to sell. So it gives the option purchaser a right to sell at the strike price. Okay, so he purchased a put option for how many shares? For 300 shares, for which the strike price of rupees 2000 is there. So what is the strike price? We will be writing down each and every term over here. So the strike price is rupees 2000. So it is rupees 2000 over here, and further the maturity date is for 2 months. The maturity date is for 2 months, and for rupees 50 he has paid as the, he has paid as what? He has paid the premium. So he has paid rupees 50 as the premium for each of these shares. So he has basically paid, how much premium is paid by him? So the total premium paid by him is 50 into the number of units he has purchased the option for, that is 300 into 50, that would be 15,000 rupees. So the total premium paid over this particular contract is rupees 15,000. Okay, so on maturity, shares of A were priced at rupees 1900. So on maturity, shares of firm A were priced at rupees 1900. That after the period of 2 months, the shares were priced at rupees 1900. Is it clear? Okay, so what is the profit or loss for the individual on these transactions? And we need not to consider, without considering the interest cost and the exchange commission. So we need not to consider the interest cost or any of the exchange commission for the calculation. We need not to consider that. Okay, so what would be the profit or loss? We need to answer the particular question. Now you look at the fact. First of all, we will be looking at the fact we will be looking at the fact if the option would be exercised or not. That the option would be exercised or not. So after 2 months, the price of the share is listed at rupees 1900. Whereas in the case of the put option, we are having a right so as to sell the shares at a price of 2000 rupees. We are having a right to sell the shares at a price of rupees 2000. So we are having a right to sell the shares at rupees 2000. So we will be doing what? We will be purchasing after the 2 months. We will be purchasing the shares at price listed rupees 1900. We will be purchasing the shares at rupees 1900, and we will be selling these for rupees 2000, and we will be selling these for rupees 2000. Is it clear? Because the market is giving these share to us for rupees 1900, whereas we are under a contract where we are having a right so as to sell these shares for rupees 2000. Okay, is it clear? So the difference amount per share is 100 rupees. For each and every share, we are earning how much amount? We are earning 100 rupees. So the total profit we will be having would be equal to 300 shares into 100, that is 30,000 rupees. So 30,000 will be the total profit that we are earning. That would be the gross profit we are earning over here. That is a gross profit that we are earning over here. But also we need to look at the fact that we have paid a premium of rupees 15,000. We have also paid a premium of rupees 15,000. So that is to be subtracted so as to ascertain the net profit. So it will be 15,000. So 15,000 is the net profit that we have earned on this particular option. Is it clear? Is it clear? Kindly please do confirm at the earliest. जल्दी से जल्दी confirm कर दीजिए. That question is related to the put option. So put option gives us a right to sell. It gives us a right to sell that we can do sell at the strike price, and the strike price over here is rupees 2000, and the prices of the shares after 2 months on maturity, they were listed at rupees 1900. So we will be doing what? We'll be purchasing at rupees 1900, and we'll be selling to the option seller, at option writer, at rupees 2000. That is the deal. That is the deal that we can do. For each share we will be earning rupees 100. For each of the share we will be earning rupees 100, and for 300 shares in total we will be earning how much amount? We will be earning rupees 30,000. But it is also to be kept in mind that we have paid a premium of 15,000 rupees over here. So we will be subtracting from that particular profit, and we will be getting the net profit to be rupees at 15,000. Okay. Now let us have a look at the another question which is related to the call option, Okay, so the question says Mr. X purchased a call option for rupees 500 Mr. X purchased a call option for 500 shares. So it is a case of the call option. So now call option is basically related to the right to purchase. It gives the option purchaser a right to purchase. A right to purchase is there, and further it is for how many shares? It is for in total 500 shares, and further company A, for which the strike price of rupees 140. So the strike price is, what is the strike price over for this particular option? The strike price is given to be rupees 140. It is given to be rupees 140, and maturity is after 3 months. Okay, and on a premium of rupees 15. So for single unit the premium paid is rupees 15, and for the full 500 share units the premium paid would be equal to 15 into 500, and that will amount to 7,500. So in total 7,500 rupees have been paid as premium. So rupees 7,500 have been paid has been paid as premium amount. Okay, so 15 5s are 75, so 7,500 rupees have been paid. And further, on maturity, shares of the company were priced at rupees 180. So on the maturity date, that after the 3 months the shares were priced, so we can say the market price after 3 months, it is rupees 180. It is rupees 180. So, and further the interest cost is given to be 12% per annum. The interest cost is given to be 12% per annum. What will be the profit or loss for the individual on the transaction? What will be the profit or loss for the individual on the transaction? So we need to answer this particular question keeping in mind that we have opted for the call option, which gives the option purchaser a right to purchase, that we can purchase it at some particular price. Okay, so now in this particular case we are having the strike price of rupees 140, and further the market price after 3 month period, it is rupees 180. That means we can purchase the share at rupees 140, that is at the strike price. We can purchase at what price? We can purchase at the strike price. So first of all, in the question you need to identify the strike price, that what is the strike price, and further you need to look at the fact that what option you have opted for. Okay, so it is a call option, so it gives me a right to purchase at rupees 140. So I can purchase one share at rupees 140, and I can sell it at rupees 180 after a period of 3 months. So I can buy it for 140 at the same time, because after 3 months I am having the right that I can basically exercise my right so as to purchase a share at rupees 140. So I'm doing exercise my right, so I'm purchasing at rupees 140, and at the same time in the market I'm selling it for rupees 180. So what is the profit per share? It is 180 minus rupees 140. So that is a profit. So profit per share is 180 minus 140, that is basically equal to what? 40 rupees profit per share. So in total I am selling 500 shares, so the total profit would be equal to, it would be 20,000 rupees. So 20,000 is the total profit I am earning. 20,000 is the total profit I am earning over here. Is it clear? And also I am paying a premium of rupees 7,500 to the option writer. I have already paid the premium, so that is 7,500. So I'll be subtracting this particular amount from here. I'll be subtracting this particular amount of here. So that would be what? That would be equal to 12,500. That would be 12,500. But exceptionally, I'm also provided with the interest cost at 12% per annum. Now, what this cost relates with? It is basically that particular amount which is which is charged on the strike price, which is charged on the strike price. So that is basically what? That is given to be 12% per annum. That is given to be interest cost is given to be 12% per annum. And I have holded the option for how many months? We have holded the option for we have hold the option for 3 months, that is for 1 quarter. We have hold the option, so it will be calculated at 12 divided by 3%, that is equal to 4%. So we need to calculate this cost at 4%, and it would be 4% of what amount? It would be 500 shares at cost of 140, and it would be equal to 500 multiplied by 140, and that is equal to 70,000. That is equal to 70,000, and 70,000 into 4%. So into 4%, that is equal to 2,800. That is equal to 2,800. So that is the cost of that is the interest cost. That is the interest cost to me. That is charged to me. So that is also to be subtracted. So it would, the total profit to me would be 12,500 minus 2,800. So that would be basically 9,700. So the profit I'll be earning would be equal to 9,700. Is it clear? Let me explain to you this again. So I'm having a call option where I'm having a right so as to purchase the option at a strike price of rupees 140. So I can do purchase the share after a period of 3 months at rupees 140. And further, luckily after 3 months the price of the share was oh yes, this would be 4 actually. That is right. There are 4 quarters, so it will be calculated at 3%. That it would be calculated at 3%. Very right over here. I just made a mistake related to it, that I divided it by 3. It will not be divided by 3. It will be divided by 4 because there are 4 quarters. I hold the share for 3 months, so I'll be dividing it by 4 because there are 4 quarters. So 12 divided by 3 is equal to 3%, and I'll be calculating at 3%. So 70,000 of the 3% we need to calculate. So that's my calculation mistake. So 70,000 into 3%. So that is 2,100. So that is 2,100, and we'll be subtracting 2,100 from this particular amount. So that would be equal to 12,500 minus 2,100, and that is equal to 10,400. That is equal to 10,400 and not the 9,700. That is absolutely right related to it. Okay, so let me explain to you this again. So I'm having a call option where I can do purchase the share prices after 3 months at a price of rupees 140, and further I'm to pay a premium of rupees 15 per share, and the total premium I paid is rupees 7,500. And luckily after the period of 3 months the current market price was rupees 180 rupees. So I can do exercise my right to purchase the share at a lower value and to sell it at the higher value of rupees 180. So for one share I'm earning amount rupees 40. So for one share I'm earning rupees 40, and for 500 shares I'll be earning 40 into 500, that is 20,000 rupees. But I'm also paying a premium of rupees 7,500. So I'll be subtracting that particular premium amount from this, and I'm having a profit of 12,500. But also I'm being charged with the cost of we are being charged the interest cost of 12% per annum. That will be charged on the strike price. So the strike price is rupees 140, and rupees 140 into 500, it is 70,000, and it is to be charged for 3 months only. So we'll be going for 12 divided by 4 because there are 4 quarters in the year itself. So it will be charged at 3%. So we calculated it, and that would be basically 2,100. We subtracted it from the net profits we were having over here. So that is the overall profit we are having, that is 10,400. Okay.